Welcome to my little reading corner. I'm going to read 2 stories from the Bible today. They have some pictures, so keep watching along. Close your eyes tight. Now it's all dark. Cover your ears. Now it's all quiet. Long, long ago, before the world began, everything was dark. Everything was quiet. Shh. No people, no birds, no animals. Then God spoke. Let there be light. Let there be day. Let there be sun to shine. And the light came. How good the light is. You can see the light coming in from the side where it's all dark. God kept the dark for nighttime. He made the moon and stars to shine in the dark. That was good too. God said, "Let there be sky and land and sea." And so it was. But the world was still empty and quiet. God said, "Now we must have plants." And the first green things began to grow. Soon there were flowers and trees and good things to eat. So God spoke again, and it was God's word. The sea was alive with fish and swimming things. The sky was bright with flash of wings, and from the earth came every kind of animal. Now it wasn't quiet anymore. I can imagine it's quite noisy. This picture has so many animals in it. Chirp, chirp, chirpy, cheep. The birds sang for joy. The animals tried out their voices. Everyone was different. Eow! That was the donkey. Woof, woof, gruff. That was the dog. But still, God had not finished making things. God's beautiful new world needed people. People to look after it. People to enjoy it. People who could think and feel like God and make things too. So God made the first man and the first woman to look after the world and one another and to love God. The man was called Adam and the woman was called Eve. In the beginning, when the world was new, everything was good, and God was very pleased. After all that work, God took a rest to enjoy what he had made. God made the sky above and the earth below. God's love is forever. God made the sun for the day and the moon and the stars for the night. God's love is forever. The earth and everything in it, the world and all its creatures belong to God because God made them. Excellent. And our other story is a bit further through the Bible, called The Two Houses. Jesus was telling a story. Everyone was listening. They were out on the hillside, close to the lake. Once upon a time, there were 2 men. One man said, "I want to build a house. I'll build it on a rock. That's a good and safe place." So he dug and dug down to the rock, and he built his house there. Then the rain fell and the wind blew and the floods came, but his house stood safe on the rock. "If you listen to me and do as I say," Jesus said, "you are like that man." The other man said, "I want to build a house. I'll build it on the sand where it's easy to dig." His house was soon built. Then the rain fell and the wind blew and the floods came and his house fell down with a crash. "If you listen to me but forget what I say," Jesus said, "you are like that man." Jesus' special friends sat close as he told them the secrets of God's kingdom. God blesses the people who know that they need him. They belong to God's kingdom. God blesses those who are sad. He will comfort them. God blesses those who want to do right. He will give them what they want. God blesses those who mend quarrels. They will be called God's children because they are like him. Long ago, Jesus said, God told his people the best way to live. This is what you must do. Love your enemies, not just your friends. Be kind to everyone and share. Be as nice to other people as you want them to be to you. For God takes care of everyone, nice and nasty, good and bad. The hot sun shone on the blue lake. The wild flowers in the grass glowed bright as jewels. Birds hopped close, hoping for crumbs. But the grown-ups were worried. They didn't have much money. What are we going to eat? The children are hungry. And what are we going to wear? Our clothes are worn out. They couldn't stop worrying. There's no need to worry, Jesus said to them. Just look around you. God gives the birds their food. And see these flowers? Could anyone have more beautiful clothes? If God looks after the birds and the flowers, he's sure to look after you. You matter so much more to him. Forget your worries, love God, and do as he wants, and God will give you what you really need. I love that idea. If God takes care of the birds and the flowers, he's definitely going to take care of us, and we can trust in him. I hope you've enjoyed those stories.